I'm Dee and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so just kidding. My family have all left. Everyone arrived safely back at home. The house is now super quiet. Don't you just hate that? It was really great having all of them here with us, and there's just a lot of people in the house, a lot of laughs, just a lot of talking, a lot of food. So today I am just taking my sweet old time and trying to catch up with laundry, Jay's laundry, my laundry, the house laundry. I still have one more load for myself, and trying to get the dishes done and getting everything kind of put away. The house is a complete wreck, but it just means that we had a wonderful time. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, and it's just back to reality, back to getting the house back together. But that's not the important thing. The important thing really on my mind is nothing but planning for the upcoming week, planning for next year. I just have like so many things I want to accomplish next year in 2020. So anybody else feeling that way? I'm feeling a little bit like I'm getting anxious. Vlog is done. All I gotta do is just upload it. It's taking its sweet old time like normal, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's 2020. Today I have been pretty productive. I got my hair in a ponytail, which I normally don't really do. I'm trying to get back to my youth. No, I'm just kidding. Happy New Year! It is 2020. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, we took Queen G, aka my mom. Jay and I took her out to dinner. We had a wonderful dinner, and then we came back and we brought in 2020 Eastern Standard Time at 12 midnight New York time. We toasted in the new year of 2020. Jay pretty much fell asleep on the couch after that. And then I just watched with my mom live, from Las Vegas and then New York. And then, we were kind of keeping on track with all of the TV programs that you run throughout that night. And surprisingly, and I'm very proud, I must say, that I actually stayed up until midnight Pacific Standard Time in California time. And I brought in the new year with mom here. She actually stayed up too. So we both stayed up until midnight, which I haven't done like in in years. I was going back and forth between our neighbor fam next door with Anita and them. So that was a lot of fun. We had a great time. So speaking of the new year, you guys, new year, new beginning, we can whoosh, throw away the 2019. Everyone has like a fresh start. A fresh start of ideas and goals and habits, and that's exactly what I kind of wanted to do today. I wanted to sit down and with all of you and go over like my channel and everything. Don't panic. Nothing's going to change on my channel. I'm going to be trying the big 5-0, people. It's just a number, right? It's just a number. But with that being that 5-0, there are things that I want to get done. You know, there are some certain exams that I can do when I turn 5-0. And yeah, I just need to make sure that I'm very preventative. I want to go into my 50s like, I want to be fit. I want to be healthy. I want to have a glow about me. You know what I mean? Because I figure, you know, I don't know. I got this like this energy. Can you feel it? I'm getting I don't know what it is. I feel like I decided that 2020 is going to be a good year for me. I absolutely believe that. I'm manifesting that. I'm focusing on that. Be grateful for all the lessons learned, and we can start with a brand new slate. Brand new beginnings, tweak what didn't work for us last year, and then make it a whole great, wonderful, fantastic, fabulous 2020. Who's in with me? Who's in with me? I'm starting off my year with a new planner that I found at Michael's. It's from the Happy Planner, and it's Be the Best Version of You. I absolutely love this cover. I'm a vertical type of planner girl, so I have, you know, my mom's on the top, the house, and just, you know, projects that I need to maintain, make sure I'm focused, and at the bottom I like to normally use it for other little notes and YouTube and all that. I really like this one. I thought it was great. It's an 18-month planner, but you know, it'll work. Now, if you have been following me, you know that I am a to-do lister. I am a planner. I need to plan my week. I need to plan my day so that I can keep focused. But in the beginning of every year, like everybody right now, you're making plans, you're making new goals for the year. And like I said, I was getting a little anxious. I'm like super excited to start this year off. Jay and I, we decided we are going to stay positive. We are going to look at it positive. We are going to be positive, have a positive outlook. We're going to be positive about meeting our goals. We're going to be positive about just living life. You get it? Positive. So for once, as a married couple, we actually sat down together. We actually sat down as adults. We actually sat down like as a married couple. We've never really done that. I mean, we've always had goals together, but we haven't actually sat down together like at a table and be adults about it. And like actually write our goals down, give each other's inputs, agree on that goal, and it just really makes sure that we are on the same, you know, on the same page of things, that we got the same focus, that everything is very crystal clear for both of us, so that we don't know like what our priorities are. Like his priorities are totally different than my priority. And I just need to make sure that we understood each other, where we both were, and like for like our house, our finances, our marriage, our future goals, you know, so that we can combine that all together and make sure that we had it all listed out. So I sat down with him and we listed those out. You know, just goals of what we want to focus on together. The word is together. And as a caregiver, stay-at-home wife, and being, you know, and looking after my mom as far as her goals, it was like it was really nice to sit down and discuss those with him for once. I mean, before, don't get me wrong, before we did have goals that we had placed, but never did we ever actually sit down without no distractions, and we sat and we talked about what was his priorities, what were my priorities for the year. That way we're on the same page, you know, that we can work together. We know what we're both going to be focusing on, so that one's not focusing on something and the other one's focusing on like what, and then it gets too confusing and then it doesn't work, you know. So we're kind of learning what didn't work for us in 2019. We're gonna implement what had worked from 2019 into the year of 2020. What's great about New Year's is making new goals, making new changes, making things happen. I have written down a few of my priorities for myself here. And I also made some notes for some me time there. Because you know, that's really important, especially as a caregiver or a stay-at-home wife. You need to make some me time. I just had made some notes down here on the bottom that some of the goals that Jay and I have worked on together. And of course, I want to then create some type of poster board, like a vision board kind of a deal for him and I, just so that we can remain focused on our goals. That's something I've never done before either. I have to start updating from my last planner to this planner, you know, move like everyone's birthdays and anniversaries. And I swear this year I'm going to be way better about sending out birthday cards and holiday cards and all of that. That is on one of my goals too for myself, that I really want to do this year. I even wrote down some notes for my mom because she has some goals, and one of her goals was like to eat healthy, to exercise once a week. And I said, once a week? We're trying to increase her exercising, and so I got to make sure that I write down her goals for her as well too, because she has some pretty great goals for herself. This year, I also want to try new recipes. I am like really getting in that funk where I feel like I'm cooking the same thing over and over. In 2019, I did try some recipes and I found out that Jay and my mom love them. So I'm going to continue with new recipes. I was sent some recipe cookbooks from my niece, if you follow me on Instagram at Dee Lovely Life, and I am really looking forward to trying new recipes, healthy recipes, and just, you know, stick with my meal plans. I do film some meal planning videos and I'm going to still stick to those. Speaking of videos, that brings me to the conclusion of channel update. Everyone, our YouTubers around this time of the year, like to go with channel updates. Well, absolutely nothing is changing. As is, we're going to stick with the program, same content, same variety of vlogs, meal planning, decluttering, cleaning, thrift store finds, and anything that kind of comes up. But I am going to share more recipes, I think, with you guys. I have to also update my Pinterest as well, so that there's a lot of things behind the scenes that I really need to get going on. I'm super excited. I'm so motivated. I am so motivated for this year. I don't know what it is. If you guys feel that energy with me, I hope I'm pushing out some of that energy, encouragement, positivity, productivity. Okay, stay on focus, D. So I also want to get back into my couponing. I used to be a couponer way back in the day when I first started this channel back in like in 2010 or something like that, 2009. Are you one of the followers who had followed me since like 2009? Yeah, I've been on YouTube since like 2009, you guys. 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. It started out couponing channel. I really need to get back into my couponing channel. My stockpile is like a big 0. Big fat 0. And I refuse to buy toothpaste. No. So I need to stock up on toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, hairspray, some of my favorite mascaras I like to use, you know, lipstick, you know, stuff like that. Stuff that I can get pretty much close to free or free. So I really want to get back into my couponing. I'm not too sure if I'm actually going to get back into making couponing videos. There are so many out there, like the big OGs out there, like Couponing King, and then we have Michelle from Michelle's Frugal Living. God, there's just so many out there right now. Dave, Greg, that dude. There are like so many. There were so many great, wonderful original couponers out there. I always like to call them the OGs. I used to be an OG, but you know, a lot of them have gone, or they changed their channels onto other things like mine. But anywho, so I don't know if I'm really necessarily going to make any couponing videos on my channel. If I do find some great deals, you could probably find it like on Insta stories, or I might throw it in here or there if it connects into a vlog. Speaking to all of you caregivers out there, thank you very much for watching. As a caregiver, I want to also set some goals for myself as a caregiver for my mom. So I really want to concentrate on her goals as far as physical therapy, because we're not taking her to an outpatient physical therapy. So all of her physical therapy progress is fallen onto my shoulders and Jay's shoulders. So I really want to get her into a solid exercise routine that I feel comfortable enough to perform by myself with her, with one assistant. My mom is basically a 2-assistant kind of a person, but I do feel confident enough to do certain things with her by myself. So I'm really going to get us back into the groove of things. She wants to, she wants to also lose some weight. I hate saying lose weight because I don't really want my channel to be about losing weight, but we are going to try to eat healthier. One of the goals also that is going to help her and I at the same time is to get her to do things on an everyday basis of being more independent. So I really want to push her in a way where I can teach her how to do certain things on her own, where she doesn't really need me per se. But we're gradually going to get there. She has made so much progress already in her health, and I really think this is the year to kind of push her a little bit more further into her independence and push her just a little bit more. Maybe we can teach her how to do like her crocheting with one hand, or knitting with one hand, or learning how to control the TV with a remote, or learning, having her relearn how to use and actually dial, a phone, so she can call her sister, or I don't know. But those kind of things, I want her to gain some type of independence. I really think that is something that she's really, really longing for. And I think in the long run, it's going to help her and I as a caregiver. I'm also going to accept more help this year. Last year, I had started to accept more help, and it really has made a huge difference, I believe. And that has taught me that it's okay, Dee. You can get more help if that's what you need. I need a little bit more independence for myself to do what Dee needs to do. So I think for me, I'm going to accept more help within her care. So if that means if I have to hire more caregivers, then I will. Actually, we are going to be starting to train another caregiver this year. So hoping that then I can hire her for more hours. 2020 is all about making better habits. I want to eat healthier, of course, like who doesn't, right? I want to get more sleep. Like who doesn't want to get more sleep, right? But I want to go to bed early. I think I have been trying really hard to try to adjust to Jay's new sleep schedule. But I think this year I'm really going to hold myself more accountable. So lights out by 9:30, 9 o'clock. we're going upstairs. We're gonna get into bed. We're going to wind down, if that's me, with reading a book or listening to my audiobooks, whatever it is. I need to be in bed by 9 o'clock so I can get some shut-eye by 9:30. That means I got to get Queen G all taken care of before 8, and then like lights out for her like at 8:30. So that way we're all on the same type of sleep routine. That means I can get up earlier every single morning so that I can start my day. I can get that time in the morning for myself. There are mornings that I wake up at 4. Yeah. Yeah. But those days I find out that I do a lot. I can get a lot of my editing done on time usually. I can, budget, I can read, I can journal, I could just have more time for myself. I can actually paint my nails, which, you guys, is pretty difficult being a caregiver. And if you are a caregiver, you totally know what I mean. I want to work on my tidiness, and by that I mean like before I had a bad habit of just putting things wherever. I want to get out of that. I want to really stick to being tidy this time. Put things back when I take things out, like what a concept, right? You put things away, everything has a home. Just taking like 15 minutes or even 5 minutes. I mean, you can do a lot in 5 minutes. So that means I want to do like those tidy 10s, tidy 15s, or whatever. I'm hoping I can share those videos with you as well. But I really want to get back to just having better habits being tidy in the whole tidiness category. Another thing for 2020 is to have more patience. Anyone can relate to me? As a caregiver, there are moments, yes, even me, I lose my patience. In traffic, there are moments where Jay loses his patience. In just everyday struggles and stress and everything. I mean, just it gets so much, and I don't know why. I don't know why we build up all of this, and then it becomes anxiety, and then it becomes stressful, and then we start to, like get in these moods, and then all of a sudden everything just kind of goes, I'm trying to relieve as much as I can, and I believe it has a lot to do with having more patience. So that is going to be a habit where I got to remember and remind myself to be more patient. If I give patience to everything, then I don't stress so much. It's like about not stressing about the small stuff. Another habit of mine is going to be my time management. Now, in the mornings, if I get up earlier, then that means I have more time to do things. It allows my time to be to do things that needs to be done. But there are so many distractions on the day-to-day, hour by hour. There's social media, there's YouTube, there's I don't know, like those moments, just like squirrel. I really need to work on perfecting my time management better. I mean, I'm pretty good. I mean, I plan everything. I have my to-do list. I pretty much keep myself focused so I can accomplish every day's goals or tasks that needs to be done. However, I think I can still try to perfect that a little bit better, because there are times where I'm like on my phone, like, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I've already like lost an hour, and I then am stressed out towards the end of the day because I didn't get X, Y, and Z done. You know what I mean? Why am I doing that to myself? Why am I doing that to myself? It just doesn't make any sense. So I need to do a little bit better with my time management. Last thing too is spending. I want to have better habits of spending. I don't want to spend so loosely. Or not saying that, I went crazy or anything like that. But this year, I definitely want to spend less. Spend less on items. Because let's face it, I'm still trying to declutter this house. I love going to the thrift stores. I love to do like the lollygagging at Marshall's or Home Goods or Target, all that. I'm doing better by not like going crazy spending when I do that. But, I want to make sure that I think about what I am spending. I don't want to buy like useless things now I'm like trying to get rid of. I didn't do like you know, like Dollar Tree hauls, or I didn't do too many hauls last year. And it's because I was pretty much trying to keep my spending at a low. Last year I did pretty good. I think this year I want to continue that, but if I could also just kind of try to tighten that up a little bit here and there, and extra little fees and that, and you know, so I really need to take a better look at what I'm spending, because hello, I'm still decluttering, right? I don't want to keep bringing things into my house. So yeah, there's that. But also, that's where the new recipes tie in too, because that means less going out. Just, I'm motivated, man. I'm motivated. I am so motivated that I hope that this video motivates you too. Last thing. There are so many YouTubers out there right now that we always try to get like a new word for the year, and I think I've done that a couple of times, but I didn't like make a huge like single video out of it all. But if I had to choose a word for 2020 for myself and my channel, decided that my word for 2020 would be the word hope. I want to give hope to others. I have a passion. I have this, I don't know, I have this love, this passion, something that's very dear to my heart, of just showing that there's hope, you know, hope as being a caregiver, as a stay-at-home mom, as a stay-at-home wife, or whatever, you know, stay-at-home dad, stay-at-home husband, you know, caregivers all over. I mean, I just want to give someone like you hope, you know, in a positive way, to encourage you, to let you know that you're not alone, and that you can make your life as pleasant and as lovely as you possibly can, And I think we need more hope in this world. I really do. I think with the circumstances and the situations that go on in this life of ours, this crazy, busy life of ours, that if we can give each other some hope, if we can give each other just a little bit of hope to someone who really, really needs that, I think it can do just an abundance of just greatness, of just amazing, positive greatness to somebody who really needs it. And I think I want to give hope, you know, and that's going to be my word, hope. Hope that I can give hope to others like you, to myself, to my family, to my friends, to my husband, just anyone who needs it. You know, I think that that can make a world a difference, and I'm very passionate about that. So I think for Dee Lovely Life's new word for 2020 is going to be the word hope. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for always watching and commenting and liking. I really appreciate all of your support. I'm hoping that 2020 is going to be awesome. I don't know about you. Can you feel this energy? I feel like I'm going... I have 3,600 subscriber count right now. One of my goals is to up that at least to 4,000 this year. That is going to be another goal of mine on YouTube. I'm going to try to keep consistent. I'm going to still continue to make videos and vlogs and yada yada yada, and just be me, because there's only just one Dee, and that's me. But I'm ready for change. I'm ready to be happy. I am ready just to live life. I am ready to embrace 2020. It's a new decade. It's a new me. I feel like I'm feeling really good. I hope you do. So with that, you guys, remember to take care of yourself. I'm taking care of myself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I'm Dee. Peace out.